Hey, Mr. Clashian, today we're going to have a look at a new witch combo, Gobo Wee Wee witch combo. We'll just call it a new combo, okay? Have a look at the spells. In this case, there are two heal spells, but you don't always have to have two heal spells. Two jump spells, one rage, one heal would be the standard. One poison and a skelly. Now, you will have seen me use a skelly in my three jump attack. If you haven't seen that one, I'll put the link up there now. Okay, so have a look at the troop combo. Only two wizards this time. Only two wizards. And pay really close attention to how those two wizards go. I think you're going to like it. Let's just dive straight in to the attack. So first wizard's gone down. Why? To get a little bit of a start on the trash cleaning so that the witch skellies and all don't get too all sort of separated and a little bit crazy. Okay, so there is a wizard up the sleeve. So you can see that the two golems have gone down, jump spell's gone down there. You can see there on the left hand side where the wizard and the witch are down there, that they are going to create that nice little funnel so the boulders will not go anywhere else but in. And yes, there are boulders in the clan castle, which is what makes this a Gobo Wee Wee, which is on the right hand side. They're not going to live too long. They're not going to get too far down along that path, but just keep an eye on them as well as we go. Poison for the clan castle, of course. Rage, witches and queen have gone in. They'll deal with the clan castle pretty well. Like all witch attacks, don't really be too concerned about the queen. The bowlers or heroes or witch skellies will get the queen, so other considerations should be your main goal when doing a witch attack. In my opinion, if you can figure out a way to path through the expos, then that's fantastic. You can see here that the wizard farm isn't really creating any much of a problem. The queen has made her way outside, of course. She had to shoot a wall to do it, but she likes doing that sort of thing, so good on her. Bowlers, healer in the middle to keep the golem alive and the bowlers alive. Of course, the bowlers will do damage for you. So the queen's ability has just been used at the bottom. Keep an eye on the witches at the top there. It's gradually working out the cannon. Now, what you will notice here is the use of the skelly spell just any second. So keep an eye on the skelly spell. It hasn't been dropped yet, but it will get dropped any second here now. And the bowlers are still trying to break through the wall there. So the queen is almost down. She's lost a lot of her health. And we're still waiting for the skelly spell to be deployed. It hasn't been deployed yet. Bomb tower is about to go down with the bowlers. Now you notice the skelly spell's just been dropped on the outside mortar over there just to try and keep the queen up alive a little bit longer if the mortar goes down. And also the skellies will help distract any other cannons until the queen gets over there. Once the cannon locks onto the queen, she's almost out of health, but she'll take out the cannon before that happens. So that is the first attack. Now that was done with one jump spell and two heal. And what we'll do is we'll go have a look at a different version of this right now. So this would be what you'd consider your more traditional type of spell composition. Two spells, two jumps, one rage, one heal, a poison, a skelly spell, again with the skelly spell, and do keep an eye on how the skelly spell gets used in this attack as well. 3 golems, 10 witches, of course, and bowlers in the clan castle. Only 2 wizards. Now, typical with this sort of attack is you'd be placing the wizards, one wizard on each outside area with the witches, which is what you'll see. So if you're wondering where do I place only 2 wizards, that they're generally going to be going on the outside area. But anyway, let's just have a look at this. No need to talk too much about a plan of attack. So you can see the golems have gone down. Sorry about that. Golems have gone down. Witch spread across the bottom there. Onto the golems have gone down onto the mortars. Wizard, you'll notice that one wizard has been placed on each outside area. So that wizard will be with the witch's way on the outside. Golems have gone in. King down. Bowlers down. And the queen will be following very shortly. There's the queen. And now the bowlers will be coming in just any second now. That's the clan castle. So one jump's gone down. The next jump you'll see that's given access to be able to get to the first expo. The next jump will, of course, be able to grant access to the second expo area once it actually goes down. There it is. So over the CC, that will grant access to that second expo area. Okay, skelly traps have popped. Golem's pathing over to the right hand side, queen on the left. Yes, this wasn't a fully maxed base, as you can tell that the expos were down a little bit, but just keep an eye on these witches at the left hand side. You'll see they do a tremendous amount of work down there. Queen's gone over to the left. Golems and a bowler over to the right have all just kind of perished over in that right hand side. So now what we're looking at is a bunch of witches on the left, Tesla farm up the top at the 12 o'clock position, couple bowlers, king's ability still not used. We do have a Skelly spell still up the sleeve as well. Now, that Skelly spell is going to get used in this area here on this cannon. So keep an eye on that and then see how much effort or how much work the Skelly spell actually does in this attack. And this is why it's a good reason to bring a Skelly spell for this troop combination. You don't have to. If you want to bring a couple of poisons, you can. But this is proving to be a pretty devastating composition of troops, as well as the 3 golem, 3 jump spell as well. So the 3 golems with the witches seems to be pretty devastating. It doesn't rely on the healers, which of course can be taken out by the air defense. So there you can see the Skellies. They're just wrecking that thing. Now they at least distracted the Tesla. They've taken out the cannon with the aid. They've taken out the air defense and they've taken out the other cannon. So that single Skelly spell did a lot of good work in the middle there. Queen's just shooting a wall at the moment, and the rest of the troops will have no problem dealing with that last cannon, elixir drill, and then the Queen takes out the wizard, and that is it. We'll have another look at this attack again. It wasn't the fastest attack, but I just wanted to show you the use of the spell, the thinking behind the spells, and the deployment of the witches and the wizards. Now, I know you might be thinking, oh, only 2 wizards, that's not a lot, but this troop combination, like when I do the 3 golem, 3 jump, go bo wee wee, what I'm doing is I'm bringing 8 wizards, and the wizards kind of spread behind the witches, and they provide a lot of other power. And quite often the wizards have gone into the core and they've survived through to the very end. But in this case, what you're doing is you're sacrificing some of those wizards for extra witches. So when I'm bringing 8 witches and 8 wizards, well, in this case, there are 10 witches. So, of course, the 2 extra witches provide far more skeletons into the mix as well. And, of course, then you have the Skelly spell also providing the extra skeletons into the mix. So you can see how the single poison was still able to take out the clan castle. So the clan castle's coming out. You've got the poison spell on the clan castle, and the rage spell then enables whatever witches have gone into the middle with you, with your kill squad and the archer queen to take out the enemy clan castle, because the poison just slows everything down tremendously. So in this case, yes, the king was level 30 and the queen's level 30. And like I say about all of these witch-based attacks, if you don't have high heroes, because they really are designed for high heroes. So if you have a maxed heroes, level 30 heroes, you're really going to succeed most of the time. If you have lower heroes, look at the queen here. She could just walk back out of that hole she came in and walk out, but no, she'd rather shoot a wall. Okay, that's the nature of queens. But if you've got low heroes like 15, 16, 17, you shouldn't really be trying to do these attacks, and not unless you're going to hit a very low base. Hitting max bases is really kind of reserved with this attack, or ideally for someone with maxed heroes. If you've only got level 15 heroes, only hit a base that's like 63k weight base or something, and you know that's a base that's got a lot of Town Hall 8 weapons and things like that. That's the kind of base that you really want to be hitting with low heroes. If it's a max base, you might be better off just doing a Pentalaloon or a Queen Pop or something like that. There'd be a little bit more reliability if you can become proficient in that attack. So that is that troop combination there. Take a screenshot or write it down or whatever you need to do. And so to the question of the day. I think you're going to like this one. Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Because if they had 4 doors, then they'd be a sedan. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking around. Do give the video a thumb up. Do try this new troop combination. It is pretty devastating. Do please leave a comment. Let me know what you've thought of it, or any different witch combinations that you have tried yourself. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. and I'll see you in the next video.